It's me, Mario! Hello!
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about arbitrary code execution in Mario 64. Currently, what I'm doing in the video is just me manipulating the wrong warp values that are going to start. So if it looks weird, that's because it's meant to be, so that I manipulate the right variables in the memory addresses. So there's a lot of complicated stuff here. I don't have like the time to explain it. Well, first let's explain some numbers. Right here there's an SPD 0 that shows how much STDs you have. So if you have M something, you have Mario STDs. Well, if you have a positive number, then you have a normal STDs. And that's right there, that's the timer. Oh yeah. But first, we need to explain something. That 0 right there, that's the timer, but it doesn't work. These are just cheat codes I installed to help explain stuff better. Why is this freeze frame too long? So everything you see here, this is a low tab, by the way. Low optimization task something. Oh, low optimization task demonstration something. So everything you see here, even if it looks like it's just me playing on my controller and failing, everything you see here is all manipulation. Every single thing, without exception. This isn't optimized. This could probably be better, but it doesn't matter. So basically right now I'm just manipulating I'm just setting the conditions so that the warp variable in the memory can actually be just changed. And so what the goal is, this is actually a pretty famous glitch. It allows you to go into regular doors and instead wind up in the basement door, but only one of them works. The other one never works, and so you have to kind of guess which one will work. So here I do a setup right here. Wait, no, yeah, this is just, if you're wondering why I'm being BLJing here, it's because I need to wait until the global timer reaches 10, whatever, it is some arbitrary value, I can't remember it off the top of my head. And so I'm just doing it because I'm bored. Or I did it because I was bored. So now I'm gonna start up the first bit of memory manipulation. So what I'm doing here is actually a setup. So basically what you need to do here, wait there for a few seconds and then punch. And then once, oh yeah, I'm not, and you have to punch until you bonk. No, I'm not speeding it up. Just kidding. So now you've initiated the floating glitch, which it has to do with a discrepancy between floating point numbers and how they're rounded, and so Mario is actually floating in the air. So now we have to play the ocarina. That's just the thing that you have to do. And now there's a few more setup things. Soon enough we're gonna use another trick. It's called oh yeah, rocket nozzle storage. And so basically it allows Mario to go super high. See right here? And there you go, we landed above there. Now if you're wondering why we did that, so that we could ledge grab that ledge, which is on a slope, which means that it manipulates the variable and causes there to be an option for Mario in order to get into the castle. But it has to be at the right frame. That's the thing. has to be like past a certain frame. It's not like exact, but it's pretty close to exact. So now everything here is just both waiting, but also manipulation. And you have to land on the edge of the bridge there, that's a requirement. Oh yeah, you have to, this time you had to go into the right door, not the left door. So now here's where the global timer on the screen really matters. So what you have to do first is make sure to ground pound that specific block. The other one, if you ground pound it, it's all over. And so the global timer, there's a lot of things here depending on the global timer. I can't explain it all. But that just helps us understand when to do it. It was more of a leftover. So now I'm going to do a bit of memory manipulation in order to change one of the levels. This is very minor, it only takes like a few. It isn't large enough that I need to create a repeatable method, and so all of this is like pixel perfect and stuff, sub-pixel perfect actually. So in order for us to actually go into this level that was edited, we need to get into the level by jump kicking into it from the side, and this is actually required, otherwise and that's why we chose Lethal Lava Land, because it's one of the easiest levels to do that in and you're lazy. So now, as you can see, there's 2 wing caps, but we need to do something in order to activate the wing cap switch. So basically, what we need to do is we need to collect that 1-up on, and then a few frames later die. It's exact, it's frame perfect, and basically what that does is it allows us to get there. And if you're wondering why there was a cut there, it was because we just had to collect the next 4 stars, and that would be boring. So now we're gonna do the memory manipulation for the actual custom level that we're gonna add into the game. So basically, if you press Z and die that way with the hat in hand glitch and the shell on, you sign a 0-bit, while if you bonk into the wall, you sign a 1-bit. Now, if you're wondering why we don't game over, it's because earlier I set up some memory manipulation so that every time you die, you gain a life. I just did that off camera because it's boring. And so now we're gonna go right into the level. Pretty interesting level, isn't it? Kinda like it, actually. Okay, I'll stop singing. Merry April Fools, or something. Man, I was not expecting this video to be 8 minutes long when I started it, but it just got that complicated. So I hope 8.5 minutes actually. So I hope you enjoyed it. But yeah, this is basic. And also I figured out how to get video to play in Mario 64. People were so confused whenever people didn't even know that you could make like fluid songs without MIDI beforehand.